knowing who you are, right? So this person doesn't want anyone to know that they like Nickelback, but they feel like they need to say it. And advice animals, these memes, give them a way to do that. Kind of interesting. Our last one. It's my favorite title. This one is Velociraptor. If you heard of the word Velociraptor, right, it's a dinosaur. Think Jurassic Park. And philosophy. They took these two words and they combined them into Velociraptor. This needs some explanation. When two people fight, when they have an argument, when they do not get along, we say that they have beef with each other. So the Velociraptor asks, if two vegans, two people who don't eat meat, get into an argument, is it still called beef? Right? It's a joke. It's a silly little observation about the language, but we use memes to sort of convey that thought, to give that idea. What do advice animals teach us? Obviously, there are standards of behavior, right? There are ways that people should act, and there are ways that people should not act. Advice animals can tell us more about that. What the internet as a whole thinks is good and thinks is bad. Next one. I hate this. We have Rage comics. So, these started in 2008 with Rage Guy saying, "Fuck." I'm not going to finish that word because my boss is right there. But very, very quickly. No, of course not. Of course not. That was a joke, right? Very, very quickly, there were more and more faces added. So we had the troll face. We have why you know, and we have me gusta, which is terrible to look at, right? Just like how each picture with advice animals means something different, each face means something different. And these are all sort of relatable ideas, right? Everyone has had a situation when you just go, right? Troll face means like you want to troll someone. Sort of, you want to trick them, or kind of, you want to trick them is the best way of saying that, I think. Why you know is just kind of, why don't you do this? Again, bad English, right? And me gusta is Spanish for I like it. It's like мне нравится, almost exactly, actually, even grammatically. So these are always used in stories. Also though, I don't know why people did this, but they did. They would use the word lay as a placeholder, as just kind of a filler word, right? Lay is French, but they would use it in English. For an example of like a story, so it would be like me and lay girlfriend talking, right? Say, what do you want to lay eat? And then the girlfriend would have a troll face and would say, I don't care. And then it would cut back to the first person, be, why you know, say where you want eat. Something like that, right? Really, really bad English, really, really stupid stories, but they were somehow relatable for a lot of people, so these became very, very, very popular. They are not popular anymore at all. People hate these now because they're really stupid, basically. So yeah, those are Rage comics. I'm glad I don't have to talk about Rage comics anymore. We are on, though, to video memes. Memes are more than just pictures. Memes can be videos. What? So our first video meme is Chocolate Rain. We're going to talk a little bit more about Chocolate Rain after we watch some of the video, okay? If we can get this to go. Please work. Yes, it's going to do it. Someone knows what this is.
So do I. stand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell you a lie and hurt you.
Awesome. So, do you think that was Chocolate Rain? No. How do I get back to where I need to go? Perfect. That was not Chocolate Rain. That was what is called a Rickroll. From the singer is named Rick Astley. So what people would do on the internet in an effort to try to troll other people, they would post a link, right? Like the blue thing that I had, right? And it would say like, I don't know what it is, new Star Wars movie, new Star Wars trailer. And people would go, new Star Wars? I have to see this. They would click it, and it would take them to that video. It's called a Rickroll, right? Everyone likes to play jokes on their friends. The song was released in 1987. Last time I checked, I think that video has over 300 million views on YouTube. 90% of them, I would say, come from Rickrolls, right? It's just a fun little joke to play on other people on the internet.
This is about only this. This is about this song.
Yes, it is always this song. It's never like anything else. I don't know why. The internet is weird.
There's meat spin also.
I'm not going to talk about meat spin. So now we are going to talk about Chocolate Rain for real, I promise. Right? So this guy is named Tay Zonday. This video was uploaded to YouTube in 2007. And as of right now, it has over 100 million views. Let's watch a little bit, and then we will sort of see why it's popular, why it's famous.
Chocolate rain, some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain, a baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain, the school books say it can't be here again. Chocolate rain, the prisons make you wonder where it went. Chocolate rain, build a tent and say the world is dry. Chocolate rain, zoom the camera out and see the light. Chocolate rain, forecast to be falling yesterday. Chocolate rain, only in the past is what they say. Chocolate rain, with your neighborhood insurance rates. Chocolate rain.
So, that is Chocolate Rain. Why do you think that was popular?
Because I suppose there is a discrepancy between the voice, the movements,
Exactly,
and
right?
the appearance.
Perfect, right? He looks like a pretty normal guy, but he has a super, super deep voice, and he kind of does weird things, right? He moves away from the microphone to breathe. So people watch this video, honestly, kind of to make fun of this guy, right? To say, "He's such a weird dude." But over 100 million views, right? Advertisements, he made a lot of money, I think, from this. He's still, like, known. He has other songs, right? But the only Tay Zonday song anyone knows is Chocolate Rain. Why are video memes important, right? Number one, you can play jokes on people, right? You can trick people, you can troll people with video memes. And with Chocolate Rain, right, they tried to make fun of this guy, but he became super famous and made a lot of money because people were making fun of them. The magic of the internet. So, we're going to move on to modern memes. Memes from...
What about
Yeah.
the meme, pineapple, apple pen?
That is a more modern video meme, right? I have an apple, I have a whatever, I saw it like one time, right? Those are the two classic video memes though. right? They're the most famous video memes. But now we're going to talk about modern memes. Memes that people use today. So our first kind of memes are references, are jokes about movies and TV shows, right? People in America love movies. They love television. So people obviously want to make jokes about this. My favorite meme on this page comes from Harry Potter. Has anyone seen the Harry Potter movies? Yeah, almost everyone, right? In the very first one, they're on the train to Hogwarts, and Ron Weasley says, "You're Harry Potter, show me the scar." It's my best British accent. And Harry lifts up his hair, and instead of a thunderbolt, there's a hammer and sickle. Yes, Harry wants to seize the means of production. Harry wants to seize the memes of production. Nailed it. So, we have a joke from an American television show. It is called Pawn Stars. So basically, people take old historical artifacts to this guy, whose name is Rick Harrison, and he offers to buy them from him. He offers to buy these things from these people. But he often says, "I'm not going to give you very much money." So the joke is, an original Picasso, I'll give you $65 for it. Right? He's infamous. He's famous because of a bad thing for not paying people lots of money for expensive historical artifacts. Next up, has anyone seen The Lord of the Rings?
This is Boromir with the Ring of Power.
Exactly right. In the movie, Boromir says, "One does not simply walk into Mordor." So the internet took the first half of that and they replaced the walk into Mordor with something else. For example, "One does not simply make a meme." Again, jokes about movies. And this guy here, I don't remember his name. He has the most Greek-sounding name I've ever heard. It's like Yiannopoulos, or it's like Giannopoulos or something like that. It's crazy. But he believes that the pyramids in Egypt were built by aliens. So aliens flew over in flying saucers and built the pyramids, and he's on television sometimes in America. So people love this guy because he has crazy hair, he has a crazy name, and he's like, "Aliens, man," right? So he has become famous because people make fun of him. Pretty cool. So TV and movies are important in American culture. They're also important for jokes in America. Next, we have like upvote memes. So on some websites, Reddit specifically, there is an upvote system and a downvote system. Upvote means I like it. If something has a lot of upvotes, more people see it. Downvote means I don't like it. And if something has a lot of downvotes, not very many people will see it. So people will make memes and they will say, you should upvote, right? These were an attempt to do that. One of the early ones, right, is this one here with the skeleton playing a trumpet, doot doot. So it says, "You have been visited by trumpet skeleton of the abyss." Again, wrong English, bad English. "Good bones and calcium will come to you, but only if you comment, 'Thank Mr. Skeletal' on the picture." So this isn't an upvote, this is comment on the picture. You better do it, or else you won't have good calcium, right? "Thank Mr. Skeletal." Also have, "Greetings, you have been spooked by Bony Dog Man." If you pass this image without upvoting, you will be reported. So if you don't upvote this picture, like, you will get in trouble on the website, basically. So you better upvote. Next one. "Out of nowhere appears a wild tritium pepe. This is indeed the rarest of pepes. It only appears once in every 20 quadrillion memes. Like in 5 seconds or bad luck. If you don't upvote this picture, you'll have bad luck." So these were really, really popular on Reddit for a while. But now, these are extremely unpopular. Because of one picture. We have a phrase in English the straw that broke the camel's back. So straw is very, very light, but if you put lots of them on a camel, eventually you will crush the camel, right? Money Cat was the straw that broke the camel's back. Upvote Money Cat and you will get rich within the next 3 days. People were saying, if you upvote this, you will be rich. Obviously that's not true. This was like the last of the upvote memes. People don't do them anymore. It's really interesting to see like, these were popular and then one thing kind of goes one step too far and then, we don't want any more upvote memes. Why is this important? It shows people's desire for validation. People say, I made this, but I want other people to see what I've made, right? I want other people to like it. Unless you're Money Cat. Money Cat's stupid. We have absurdist memes. These memes started out as a reference to something, usually. But now they've sort of changed and evolved past what they were originally supposed to be. They don't really look like memes, like original memes anymore. Does anyone know who this guy is?
Guy Fieri.
Yes, it is Guy Fieri. He has a television show in America where he goes around the United States and eats really, really unhealthy food. Huh?
Triple G.
Yeah, exactly, you know. This is combined. There were books in America in the early 90s called Animorphs, where teenagers could transform into animals.